And since we are at names, phrases and monikers, here's a question. What do we call the Taliban? Is this Taliban 2.0 or is it the same old Taliban? More importantly, are women safe under their rule? We have seen the Taliban answer questions of women journalists. We've seen them address the issue of women's safety, even tweet images of girls going back to school. There's definitely some messaging going on here, but should we take it at face value? Should we assume that Afghan women will be safe? Or will any such assumption be a huge mistake? The world has been trying to answer these questions. Everyone is trying to make their best guess. But those who have seen the Taliban up close, dealt with them, lived under their tyranny, know better. And they say that the Taliban have not changed, not one bit, at least when it comes to women's rights. The woman on your screen is too scared to give her real name. She's scared that the Taliban will come after her. We're calling her Amina. She's Afghan, but currently thousands of miles away from home. Amina is in Rome, and in order to get to this foreign country, she had to climb a pole outside the Kabul airport, wave a red handkerchief, then struggle to find a seat in an airplane out of Kabul. Why was she so desperate to get out? Why did she not choose to stay back when the Taliban were promising a better deal for women? Let's ask Amina.
Again, we are going back to the 19th century, and maybe we face with a dark future. The women in Afghanistan, maybe still they remain uneducated, they remain far from the society.
Amina says things have already drastically changed for women in the last 1 week. There are no women inside Kabul, she says.
It's obvious that by coming Taliban in the power, the situation of women already really changed. From Sunday, which approximately it has been gone 1 week that Taliban comes to power to Afghanistan. So during this week, this scene of this city for women has been changed. There is no woman inside the city.
There are no women, and that's because they have either gone into hiding or fled. Ariana Saeed is among the latter, those who fled. She's an Afghan pop star. She's famous. On a regular day, you will see Ariana dressed in a Western outfit and heavy makeup. But when the Taliban entered Kabul, she covered up head to toe, wore a burqa, rushed to the airport. She went with her fiance's young cousin, just in case the Taliban stopped her. She would pretend to be on a family outing, but if the Taliban identified her, Ariana knew she would be dead. Here's what happened on the way to the airport.
So we're driving and we passed through about 5 Taliban checkpoints. One of them actually stopped our car, and it was like 11 at night, and one of them, he just put a light through the car, and the minute that he saw me with the little boy, and obviously I was covered with a hijab, you could only see my eyes, and I was wearing glasses as well. It was just terrifying, you know. I was thinking, I was just shaking at that moment, thinking, what if he's going to ask for identities and stuff like that? What am I going to do? I have, you know, very clearly spoken, you know, against Taliban for so many years now. I have posted against them and things like that. And I was literally scared, like, what if they come inside the terminal, and if they catch me here, you know, that would be the end of me and my fiancé.
Ariana is safe now, but more than 14 million Afghan women are not. They're trapped in Afghanistan. Their futures are at the disposal of the Taliban. Ariana is blaming the West for it. I can't believe you left Afghanistan in chaos, she writes in an Instagram post. And she's addressing it to US President Joe Biden. The pop star is using her fame to amplify the call for help for Afghan women. She said that she and other Afghan women are cynical of the Taliban's promises. They do not believe in a Taliban 2.0, and we cannot question their cynicism and distrust. Let's look at some recent history. December 2020, a TV anchor was killed in Jalalabad. In January, 2 judges were shot. In March, 3 young employees of a TV network were shot. The same month, Afghanistan's Journalist Safety Committee reported an 18% decline in the number of women working in the media sector. All of this is very recent. The Taliban could not possibly have changed overnight, become 2.0 or whatever the world wants to call them. They could not have miraculously changed their view on women. Women are still being burnt alive in Afghanistan. They're being shot at. This Afghan-born filmmaker, American filmmaker now, will tell you what's happening in her home country as we speak.
I get a lot of phone calls from Afghans, desperate, help me. I am stuck. I can't leave. People are outside my door. They're knocking at my door. They're going door to door to people's homes. It's really, really a horrific nightmare.
You see, nightmares end with daybreak, but regressive regimes last longer. Taliban 2.0 or the same old Taliban, whatever it is, we cannot let the women of Afghanistan suffer at the hands of the terror group once again. In the last 20 years, Afghan women have made progress. They've received an education. They've re-entered the workforce. They've learned to dream again. It is now the world's responsibility to save those dreams. It's our responsibility to hashtag Save Afghan Women. Join this Gravitas campaign. Put pressure on your governments to send help. Write to international organizations. Ask them to evacuate Afghan women. Tweet to rights groups. Ask them to do more. Use the hashtag Save Afghan Women. You can all do our bit. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.